My dear students of class 12, I hope that all of you are well both physically and mentally. In my previous class, I made the sum up as well as emphasized on the concluding couplet of the sonnet, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" Sonnet number 18 by William Shakespeare. Anyway, today I will discuss the various questions as well as the MCQ areas so that you can easily choose the correct answers from the given options. For correct multiple choice answer, you have to emphasize and read again and again the lines of the poems so that you can remember them very easily. Today, I will emphasize those lines which are very important or which may come very useful during your examination. From the first quatrain, I am reading the 4 lines, and among the 4, I will tell you which line is more important or which particular word is more important. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. The second line, thou art more lovely and more temperate, I think it is very important, and one MCQ question may be structured from this line. Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Now the question may be given like this: thou art more lovely and more dash. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate word. Thou art more lovely and more dash. And the options might be like this: temporal, temporality, temperate, tempering. 4 options. Temporal, temporality, temperate, tempering. Which is the correct answer? Temperate, option C. This type of options can be given and you have to choose the right answers remembering your text. Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Next, line number 3. Rough winds do shake the darling birds of May. Rough winds do shake the darling birds of May. Again, a fill in the blanks can be structured. Rough winds do shake the darling dash of May. Darling dash of May. Options A, birds, B-I-R-D-S. B, option B, B-A-R-D-S, birds, B-A-R-D-S, birds. B, option C, B-U-D-S, birds. And option D, none of these. Option A, birds, B-I-R-D-S. Now The line number 4, the last line of the first quatrain. And summer's lease hath all too short a date. Summer's lease hath all too short a date. Here's too short a date. The phrase too short a date means summer's lease hath all too short a date. Too short a date means option A. The time or date is very short. Time or date is very short. Number 2. The lease of the summer season is too short. The lease of the summer season is too short. Option C. The date of the summer season is very short. The date of the summer season is very short. And option D. The duration of the summer season is very short one. The duration of the summer season is very short one. Now choose the correct answer. Yes, the option is D. The duration of the summer season is very short one. Second quatrain. Now come to the second quatrain. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines. Now the question may be asked like this. Here the eye of heaven refers to. Here the eye of heaven refers to. Number 1, the sun. Option A, sun, the sun. Option B, the moon. Option C, both the sun and the moon. Option D, the star Venus. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines. Here the eye of heaven refers to. Option A, the sun. Option B, the moon. Option C, both the sun and the moon. Option D, the star Venus. Which would be the appropriate answer? Which option would you select? Yes, option A, the sun. The eye of heaven is sun, and it is an example of periphrasis or circumlocution. Periphrasis or circumlocution is a figure of speech in which an object is referred to in a roundabout way, in a circumlocutory way. That means an object is named or referred to in a circumlocutory way, in a roundabout manner. Here the sun is not directly called or directly mentioned, but it is mentioned in a roundabout manner, and therefore it is called periphrasis. P-E-R-I, periphrasis. P-I-H-R-A-S-I-S. P-H-R-A-S-I-S. Periphrasis. Now the next line. Now the second line of the second quatrain. The second line of the second quatrain. And often is his gold complexion deemed. Is his gold complexion deemed. Now the question may be asked or structured like this. His gold complexion. Whose gold complexion is referred to? Whose gold complexion is referred to? And often is his gold complexion deemed. Whose gold complexion is referred to? Number 1, the sun's. Number 2, summer's. Number 2, earth's. Number 4, that means D, the whole world's. Number A, the sun's gold complexion. Number B, the summer season's gold complexion. Number C, the earth's gold complexion. And number D, the whole world's gold complexion. And often is his gold complexion deemed. That means the gold complexion of the summer season, because of the mildness of the sun, the summer season looks a golden appearance. It take a golden appearance, and therefore, but because of the sun, in this season, the gold complexion of the summer season may be obstructed, may be hindered, or may be destroyed.